He says, everyone from the Dragon Tooth organization will still be considered traitors of humanity. The Saintess appears and tells Ming He, you can't do that, that guy is way stronger than before, you will die if this goes on. Hearing that, Ming He replies, then I have no choice but to use that power. The gem on the Saintess' forehead starts to glow and she says, alright, let's make them really the extent of your strength at the Red Sovereign rank. Suddenly, Ming He starts to gather all his power, channeling a powerful red aura around him. Louis surprise, are you using your blood to increase your strength to the highest rank? With just that meager strength of yours, how can you be sure that Lu Qian will be able to survive amongst you human? But in a second when his feet lifted off from the ground, the red aura around his body starts to blows out the horrifying power pressure. Louis screams, Red Sovereign Dominion. Louis still confidence with his power now. What if you have a Red Sovereign ability? Even with that you still won't be able to defeat me. Lu Qian will only be safe by my side. I'm her older brother. Even if humanity was eradicated from Earth, I'd still be able to ensure that no hair on her head would be harmed. Tang Heng, despite being the eldest, but his eye immediately realizes what is happening. He screams, no, this isn't Red Sovereign. Ming He's power now reaching the level of Black Saint, and as Ming He advancing his power, from his forehead appears an eye similar to the Saintess. That is the thing that Tang Heng called, it's the divine soul that has descended. Till this point Louis finally feeling panic, he increased his strength by 2 ranks. Suddenly, Ming He crushes a yellow monster crystal. Just before, the monster said that he is only good at using power of the monster. But now Ming He will show Lu Yi that he can not only use the power of monster crystal but a lot more than that. Ming He at this moment looks like an ultimate god. With 2 streams of power in both of his hands, behind him, the image of the Saintess appears clearly. His voice echoes from above the sky, Lu Yi, although I am grateful to you for not harming Lu Qian, humans will never be your pets, and neither will we be livestock for you to kill. We will decide our own fates. Ming He lifts his hand, the Saintess behind him imitates his actions exactly. He screams, and all of you should, as he smashes a punch with terrifying power directly on Lu Yi. He shouts, go back underground. The giant arm of the Saintess hit the rooftop floor, punching through many floors. Only a series of rumble can be heard. Far away, people with supernatural powers who are fighting fiercely also look up and embrace the image of a giant Saintess throwing terrifying punch to the building. Suddenly there is a huge crashing sound coming from the afterimage above. The things is too fast and people can only see 2 streams of power roaring and rushing each other away. The people below are also affected by the fight. Suddenly they see strange objects falling from the sky and quickly avoiding them. After few seconds they realize these are dragon scales. Suddenly, an object crashes into the ground, with extremely force, causing the ground to crack. Then slowly in the dim smoke after the collision, a figure gradually appears. From that cloud of dust and smoke, a pair of wings fly out with a roar, causing everyone around it to panic, before anyone to realize whether it is a human or a monster. They only see an afterimage quickly soaring into the air. Both sides collides violently, creating dazzling streaks of light that make the people below to say, that is not a power that can be wielded by humans. The scene changes to the sky and suddenly Louis hits Ming He with a strong blow, causing Ming He to be thrown to the edge of a river nearby. Without stopping there, Louis immediately flies toward Ming He. The people below do not know what is going on. They say, this is not a battle that we can join in, let's go and rescue the professor first. Louis suddenly notices the aura of Ming He. He then takes a deep breath and exhales a dark purple flame that covers the entire area for a while, until a golden lightning flashes from below. Ming He grabs his fist and rushes forward, then kicks Louis with a powerful kick. Suddenly Ming He raises his hand, absorbing lightning from the clouds like a giant charged lightning rod. Then he sends down a powerful golden lightning strike at Lu Yi. That terrifying lightning hit Lu Yi. The sound and aftershocks are like the continental shelves moving. Seeing that, Tang Heng excitedly shouts, Divine Descent, it is really the Divine Descent. This kid has a Black Saint rank strength hidden in his body, his eyes glowing with hope with all people of the Dragon Tooth organization. Ming He is the true last defense of humanity. And the astronomy team do not know what kind of strength Ming He has. They also know that this battle is not for normal humans. Even the entire special forces below will not be able to interfere. Looking at the playing field that Ming He flattened to see who dare to interfere in this fight, the whole area was instantly swept away with just one of his strike. Ming He looking at Lu Yi from above and asking him, you were the reason why the battle ended in defeat at those battle ruins, weren't you? Lu Yi answering with difficulty, what use is there for you to say all that? Ming He then asks Lu Yi, where did Professor Wulong bring Lu Qian and my sister? Tell me. Lu Yi smirking at Ming He then answer that Ming He already know where they go. is it the battle ruins, the huge nest in those plains? That is right, Louis trying to says his last words, try and save them if you can. Ming He simply replies, I will. The people of the special just now running toward them, leading them is the vice captain of the special forces. Hung Zhao realizes that the person who is beaten up behind Ming He is Lu Yi. The man from behind her says, that's right, I witnessed him turn into a monster by myself. Ming He immediately explains, he is a parasitic demon, monster like him have already been planted within humanity ever since 10 years ago. And the Dragon Tooth organization is the last line of defense for humanity. The astronomy team was infiltrated with parasitic demons, and upon knowing that information, the Dragon Tooth organization had to carry out a plan to kill all the parasitic demons masquerading as humans. In panic, she asking back, then we have just killed the true heroes of humanity. Ming He replies to her, to them, it was more than worth it to exchange their lives for this. After hearing that, she immediately waves and giving orders to her subordinates, everyone needs to be on their guard, and everyone has to kill all the parasitic demons currently hiding in our midst. Soon the news reaches the city guards and the supernatural guards. They come to the agreement to set up a barrier to hunt down the remaining parasites lurking in the human society. The Superhuman Association is also eager to support. Each person is determined to wipe out the parasitic demons. After what happened to the astronomy team, all of the Dragon Tooth organization's best men, as well as all 87 members of the 5 attack teams, all of them, ended up sacrificing themselves, and that meant that they sacrificed themselves because they stood firm on their own beliefs. And also, this is not the first time Ming He and Lu Lin standing in front of someone's tombstone, vowing to preserving the wishes of the fallen. Attending the funeral of the Dragon Tooth organization in the rain is a forest of people paying their respects and people with important positions participating as representatives. The governor of the South City, the South City head guard, the governor of South City, guild master of the Hunter Association also present. The Special Forces team with Hong Zhao in leading raise up their hands to pay the fallen last salute. The superhuman team performs the ceremony first, following by the remaining teams performing the ceremony one after another. Respects to the heroes of the Dragon Tooth organization. At this moment, Lu Lin thinking, comrades, I hope that you rest in peace. I will definitely inherit your will and pass on the spirit of the Dragon Tooth organization, to kill all calamities, to protect the South City and to protect the humanity. Ming He standing next to her, clearly exhausted, but his eyes are filled with sadness and resentment, but he cannot burst them out. After the funeral, Lu Lin reminds him, Ming He, I know what you are thinking, in order to rescue them, you need to have enough strength, otherwise, how different will it be from just running to the battlefield to die. Hearing that, Ming He realizing his impatience, but instructor Lu Lin, my sister, and Lu Qian, they have been captured and taken to the war ruins. They have currently in danger, though I do not know what that teacher of theirs is currently planning. Since they decided to capture them, that means they will not be in any immediate danger. You must protect yourself. We are the only 2 left of the Dragon Tooth organization. Ming He asks again, instructor, how does one know that they have strong enough? Lu Lin said that he has to be at the White Swan rank to even have a minimal chance of being able to enter the ruins and rescue them. Ming He thinks, my current strength is in the middle of the Heaven Flare rank. I still have a long way to go before I'm able to reach the Heaven Flare rank. I need to break through to the next rank quickly. I cannot delay things for too long. Lu Lin knows what he is thinking about and quickly reminds him, you look like you are able to faint. So let's stop thinking about these things, go home and rest. Lu Lin still needs to instruct and watch over some of the battles. There are still quite a lot of parasitic demons hiding amongst humans in the city. Ming He returns to the dorm alone, completely exhausted, gets wet by the rain and extremely tired at this point. His roommates seem to have been waiting for him a while. As soon as they see Ming He appear at the door, they say, we did not know that you were a part of the Dragon Tooth organization. You are amazing. It must have been hard for you to hide things from us. But one of the roommates is not as cheerful as the other 2. He stands up and quickly walks towards Ming He. He bends down and sincerely says, I'm sorry, it was all my fault. I should not have tried to target you out of jealousy. You are the hero of our city. Maybe he had seen the news and knew that only Ming He and Lu Lin are still alive in the Dragon Tooth organization. That is why he is so cautious. Ming He simply replies, it's all right, we are all brothers living in the same dorm. Suddenly the door opened. Another boy who had been waiting for him to return for a long time is rushing over and hugging Ming He with a cheerful expression. He is really a carefree type, probably half watching the news, so he runs over to ask Ming He if being a hero is fun. Ming He avoids to answer directly. He just answers that he just wanted to sleep right now. He really wants to have a good sleep. His friend has no choice but to let him go. Before leaving, he raises his hand to Ask Ming He. I heard there was an expert of the Black Saint rank that helped out, and that is the reason why the battle ended well. The other two, just by hearing about the Black Saint, they are panic and scream. Seeing Ming He is about to leave, they try to ask once more, Ming He, do you know who the expert is? Ming He exhaustedly replies, how would I know someone as amazing as that? I only managed to see him from afar. Apart from that, these things are probably military-grade secrets, so even if I knew, I would not be able to tell you either. Seeing the tired on the face of Ming He, his friend says, I was just asking, it is an expert of the Black Saint rank. If I knew someone like that would be so cool. As soon as he closes the door, Ming He quickly folds his legs. Seeing that, the saintess screams, Ming He, stop cultivating, you need to heal up and rest properly. You used my strength forcefully and your body is about to break down, yet you decided to power through just for a burial ceremony. Ming He replies with a sight, they are all heroes. It was necessary for me to see them off on their last journey. Yes, I cannot persuade you otherwise. Anyway, if you do not rest now, you will end up dying next. He replies that he is fine, but the saintess can tell that he lied just by looking at his exhausted face. Looking at Ming He nodding tiredly, she then stops talking and starts to worry about him. In the blink of an eye, sunlight shines from the window. Ming He opens his eyes and yawns loudly. Still wearing his funeral suit, he was so tired that he cannot even change his clothes. Ming He, you are finally awake. How are you feeling? Hearing the voice of the saintess, he immediately asks, how long was I out for? The saintess answers, around 40 hours, you were completely knocked out. After waking up, Ming He immediately goes to the cafeteria of his school and taking all the spotlights in it. Ming He eats like a hungry tiger. He eats at a horrifying speed with 2 hands, 2 consecutive dishes. In front of him are 2 towering stacks of plates. After gulping down a bottle of water, Ming He stops and takes a deep breath. Everyone around is surprised to see all the empty dishes on the long table that was meant for 10 people. He asks the saintess, I feel much more comfortable now. I feel as though I'm finally alive. Xing Ling, now you can tell me, right? Is there any way for me to raise my strength quickly? The saintess also replies, you are already increasing your strength really fast. What you currently need is to strengthen your foundation, or else, you will end up losing yourself as you will not be able to control the amount of power you have. Ming He looks at her seriously and asks, you know that in order to rescue them, I have to quickly attain the White Swan rank. The saintess replies, if you want to quickly raise your strength, then the most effective way would be for you to consume a plant-type parasitic demon's liquid stardust. Ming He clearly knows about this, but also this type of demons are no easy to find. The saintess holds out a drop of her blood and tells Ming He to use it to create a detector to find several demons at the same level, except for special demons which use concealment techniques with certain abilities. Otherwise, demons are lower than Ming He's rank cannot hide from him. Receiving the blood, Ming He asks in a low voice, Xing Ling, have you ever thought that by helping me like this, you would be bringing destruction to those calamities, who are probably your kind? The saintess gently replies that the massacre of her kind will definitely take place, but she had already felt what Ming He and the Dragon Tooth organization had worked hard to make her believe, and by that she realizes, you all have certain belief that you advocate for, maybe that is the reason why human civilization became great as well, compared to the calamities, like those of the teacher and the parasitic demons. Although I do not understand them, there is something in me that instinctively dislikes him. So here we are, the end of this part. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos. Don't forget to leave a comment to give me more motivation to create more high quality videos for you. Thank you for watching.